The State Senate Judiciary Committee voting on a bill that would make changes to the Law Enforcement Officers' Bill of Rights.
The bill, introduced by Senate President Dominic Ruggiero, passed unanimously tonight, but not without plenty of opposition from law enforcement organizations and local groups and nonprofits.
12 News reporter Matt Paddock was at tonight's hearing. He joins us now live in studio with the details. Matt?
Mike Shannon, for Dawn Oyer, the chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee, she says passing something this early in the legislative session that started this month speaks volumes, highlighting this bill has been in the making for 4 years. The Law Enforcement Officers' Bill of Rights has been a point of contention for years, a state law which protects police officers being investigated for misconduct, laying the groundwork for what information can be shared to the public when an officer is disciplined.
We're really encouraged that after 3 years of discussion that, we're seeing movement.
But what changes are on the way if the bill makes its way through the General Assembly? First, it would expand the number of committee members making discipline decisions to 5, adding a retired judge and the executive director of the Nonviolence Institute. The change is something John Donnelly, the state president of Fraternal Order of Police, says he disagrees with.
It's just how the panel is made up is important to us, and especially those that have legal training, evidence training, can understand and appreciate certain circumstances like use of force.
The bill would also remove a gag rule, allowing police chiefs to release video evidence and make public comments about disciplinary investigations, something Donnelly doesn't oppose, and BLM RIPAC President Harrison Tuttle agrees with.
We want police chiefs to have the final say, making sure that they have autonomy over their own police department, just like any other job that someone would work.
The bill would also include an administrative record, as well as allow suspensions without pay for up to 14 days instead of the current 2-day limit.
The big thing for us is ensuring that the process is fair. There's due process for the police officers.
We want ultimately for bad apples, police officers that are accused and found guilty of doing wrongdoings to not be on the force, and that's the most important thing for us.
Meanwhile, a competing version of LEOBOR reform was introduced in the House today. The House version includes a range of unpaid suspensions from 5 to 14 days, and police chiefs would only be able to make public statements and release video evidence tied to major offenses. Live in studio, Matt Paddock, 12 News.